comparison between the Targhee III. This is my favorite boot from Keen. And a newer shoe, which is the Ridge Flex. These two boots are very, very similar. One of the problems that 1% of the people have with the Targhee, this is their number one selling shoe, is as these get wet and bend, okay? They get wet, they dry, they bend. They get wet, they dry, they bend. They get wet, they dry, they bend. Eventually, over time, this has been known to crack right through here. What they've done here with the Ridge Flex is they put this piece of molded rubber here. This is like a rubber, and when you supposedly walk, it bends, and so the stress isn't on the leather. They have very similar toes, except for the Ridge Flex has, again, another reinforcement. The bottoms, what they're known for, great bottoms, identical. So all that technology, all that cushioning, both of them are waterproof. This is what they look like on the back, almost identical. And so you really do have two great looking shoes. The Ridge Flex are a lot more expensive. This is like $200+. I did not like these. These are being returned back, and let me tell you why. With the Targhee III is what I'm used to, okay? There is a lot of room. That's why men like this shoe, okay? It's not splashy in the front, but they love the look of this. They love the tie downs. It's just a clean cut shoe, but in this section here, you have lots of room for your toes, even above your toes, okay? So I have a little bit more room here in the front, a little bit more room here on the top. With this shoe, which is a 12, okay, I have less room in the front. So you're saying, well, Matt, you could go a bigger size. You're right, I could. But this is much more narrow. It doesn't look like it, okay? But this piece right here underneath is right on the top of my foot. This is like pressing down on my foot, and I think it's because they've had to place this rubber between the leather, then they had to put another layer of material so your top of your foot isn't rubbing against this rubber here. And so what you have is a shoe that sits down on the top of your toes or on the top of your foot. I wanted so bad to like these because the look is just absolutely tough. I mean, this really is a very tough shoe. Friends, I've gotten steel toe shoes, and I can always feel this piece right here. You know, it's the rarity when I'm buying steel toe shoes for work that I can find a shoe that has lots and lots of room. I don't want to feel anything touching the top of my foot, okay? That's what this feels like. If you have very, very skinny feet, okay, so you don't have fat feet or big feet, but you have skinny feet, this would be ideal. But again, Keens are known for having a lot of room, okay, here and here. So again, you may not like it. Now, this has ample support on the inside. I mean, they've done a really, really good job with the insoles, and I love wearing these. I don't have to replace them because they're just that good coming out of the factory. These have the exact same insoles, but the way they've made this, it doesn't have as much support. So they're using the same insoles, but again, somehow, some way, this is much flatter than the Targhee III. And I don't understand it because I just don't have enough arch support here. It's like I'm walking in flip-flops or something. So this is much flatter. I'm just longing to feel that under the arch of my foot, but it's just not there. And I thought it was just me. I put this shoe on, then I put this one on, then I put this one on, and then I put this one on. And I was like, like I said, I really wanted to like these, but I just couldn't. They look great, but they don't feel anything like the Targhee III. And so, guys, I'm just telling you, I'm just warning you, okay? Both are waterproof. Both have that awesome hook. Both have that cushioning here on the soles. They're almost identical. They really are. And again, I really like this reinforcement in the front. But they're nice shoes. I mean, really, look at these. They are gorgeous shoes. You pay a premium, but they last forever. And the 1% of the people that have problems with this cracking, because oftentimes when I'm reading the review, I'll see a guy who wore these Targhee IIIs for 2 or 3 years. And what happened is he got them wet, they dried, wet, dry, wet, dry, moving back and forth. And eventually all leather is going to crack unless you put a sealant on it, meaning you use a leather conditioner. I have yet to see one pair of these ever crack where the individual who bought them treated them, meaning they use a leather protector and a leather conditioner, which softens the leather, protects the leather from water. And you apply that every 6 months to a year. When you do that, this leather will never crack. But when people abuse these shoes, yes, it's just a matter of time. They're only shoes. They're made of leather. They're made of plastic. I mean, they're made of rubber. They're gonna crack. They're gonna get old. And eventually, I don't know about you, but I like to get a new car every 5 to 7 years. I like to get new shoes often. I'm not saying that these aren't good shoes. I'm just saying they do not wear and fit the same way as the Targhees. They just don't. Even though they look so similar, you're giving up space and you're giving up comfort. All right, thanks for watching, guys.